them major money makers. Wonder, you think now about how much gasoline, is worth right now. How much petroleum is worth right now in the industry it's in. And no one has thought to tap into the industry, into the hemp industry, to extract the fucking minerals or the ingredients needed to make gasoline, or to make a oil-based engine, a oil-fueled engine that can run on cannabis oils, sunflower or seed oils, and things of that nature, like it was described in this article earlier. So these things are just so fascinating to me when we sit here and think about it, because so many people had talked so crazy about marijuana at one point. And I remember back in the days, my grandparents, or not my grandparents, but my, folks that were older than me, they used to all say, "Oh, you gotta stay away from that dope. That shit'll kill you." And I don't think they knew what the hell they was talking about either. I mean, because at that point in time, I was looking at them like they were crazy, because I had been smoking, and I was like, man, I ain't dead yet. So what the fuck you talking about? But it's just fascinating, man.
This essay was written by.
It's really fascinating.
Buckberry,
man.
link.
And
This essay.
It's just crazy to hear that.
In that same year, 1937, DuPont filed its patent on nylon, a synthetic fiber that took over many of the textile and cordage markets that would have gone to hemp. More than half the American cars on the road were built by GM, which guaranteed DuPont a captive market for paints, varnishes, plastics, and rubber, all which could have been made from hemp. Furthermore, all GM cars would subsequently be designed to use tetraethyl-leaded fuel exclusively, which contained additives that DuPont manufactured. All competition from hemp had been outlawed.
So it's just...
People also view, why was marijuana made illegal in the first place? Part 1. Hide related pages. People all view...
Can we get that one though? Let's get that
Google.
one. Let's hold that one.
Why was marijuana made illegal in the first place? Part 1. While racism was an overwhelming component of American society and law enforcement, this was the segregated Jim Crow era. Racism did explain the origins of cannabis prohibition. There since conservative blacks and Mexicans were just as opposed to recreational cannabis use as conservative whites. Media in list. Rumor madness, the racist origins of marijuana prohibition, racism, xenophobia, and one ends all-consuming hatred of jazz off the criminalization of cannabis. America's illegal, essential, plan. PM June 1st, 2020.
Did you hear that shit? The man said this movement was started by a man who hated jazz music and weed because the cannabis industry is taking over his business, taking him out of business, or trying to take him out of business. The migraine headache that just surged through my brain just now with that one. Oh my God. It's just fascinating. I don't understand it, and I just don't understand it. For everybody that's taking the time to tune in with this, man, and listen to this topic, man, the cannabis plant, why was it outlawed? What happened? What made people so scared of it? What made people decriminalize or decide to decriminalize it? And what were their internal goals behind taking this plant and putting it on the list of deadly substances, so to speak, or the Federal Bureau of Narcotics' list? That's the thing. Like, they took something that they had no idea about. They didn't know what it was going to do. They didn't know what it could have done. But they knew that it was going to take away their business. That's the one thing they knew for sure. Is it was so popular that it was going to take away their business. So what they started to do was, instead of realizing the properties that this plant held and that you could benefit from with it, they said, fuck that. Nah, fuck that. I got to have all of it or none. Nothing at all. They decided to take measures into their own hands and did the one thing that damned this plant to How long is that? It's 1937. My grandmother was born in 45, so shit, that's motherfucking almost, it's 8 years. That's 8 years. Let's see, my grandma's 75. Damn, but 70, she'd be 76 this year. And fucking, that shit started 8 years before she was born. No, I'm wrong. 5, 40, 30, 40. So, yeah, 8 years ago. 8 years before my grandmother was born. And my grandmother just will be 76 years old this year. So, plus 8 on that. 84 years ago. That's just, it's insane. It's insane. And what's even more crazier is the fact that even now, with us realizing the medical properties that this plant holds, we're still fighting again. We're still fighting to get it legalized recreationally again. In certain states, there's still certain states that their government is fighting against this to not have it. Fucking, for example, Georgia, which when I was living in Georgia back maybe a few years ago, 5 years ago, when I was there, that fucking governor Purdue there, jackass Purdue, before Kemp stepped his ass in there, both of them jackasses didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They didn't care about the fact that cannabis was healing, it was helping. So what they said was, oh yeah, we'll surely give you for medicinal uses only, but we refuse. I will never okay marijuana for recreational use. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something about that. Because it's people like that we have to seat on the back seats of the fucking world today. They have to take a seat in the back. They are the ones that need to take a seat in the back of the fucking bus. For real. Because that's some bullshit. Real talk, that's some bullshit. Because we're in a situation now where you have to really start paying attention to shit. How many people do you know that have overdosed from crack cocaine? How many people do you know in your neighborhood, in your city, in your town, that have died from liver poisoning due to alcohol, overuse of alcohol consumption? How many people do you know that have died from lymphoma, emphysema, COPD, and all of these other fucking various things that tobacco can do to you? And they have over 1,000 fucking deadly ingredients in this fucking thing. And as much as I hate to talk, and as much as I sit here and talk shit about a cigarette, I smoke cigarettes, but it's only because of my habit. It's out of habit, and I'm working my way out of that. But I don't smoke cigarettes as much as you would think. You know, I know every time I'm on this live, you might see me smoke a cigarette, you know. To most of the people that know me and they've seen me on these lives, I come in, I might have a cigarette once. I might have one cigarette while I'm on the live. But believe me when I say I don't smoke as much as you think. I probably smoke about 3 to 4 cigarettes a day. Which is why a pack of cigarettes can last me anywhere between 4 to 5 days. 3 to 5 days. Like anywhere between 3 to 5 days. But a solid 3 days, no doubt. You know? So it's just crazy, man. We are dealing with so many different things when it comes to the cannabis plant. But since we are at this point in our time, you know, and
8:45 p.m.
the show's about to be rounding down. We got about 20 minutes left in this episode right here. I do want to say to anybody that's up for the day, man, we're gonna take some live requests if anybody's in, man. Tap in and answer the question. Answer me this question: For my smokers, this for my 420 friendly friends up in here. If y'all smoking right now, what you smoking on? What's your favorite strain? These are things that I love to talk about too. This is something I love to talk about. So tell me, what's your favorite strain? What you like to smoke? What's your favorite strain that you love to smoke? You know, that's the strain that you really go for above all. You know, and what are the strains that you've already tried? You know, that's my question for you for my weed smokers today for 420, celebrating the history and the lifelong journey that cannabis has in our world today. And it's not just in America, but in our world today, because you know, specifically the reasons around why cannabis is outlawed in America stand out to Americans a lot, but honestly, the reason why I brought up today's conversation is to celebrate and pay homage to the marijuana cannabis plant, cannabis marijuana plant, as you like, as anybody else would look at it to call it, cannabis, aka marijuana plant. It's just, it's so weird because, like, I realized something too. When I was growing up, I always thought that that was a Spanish or a Latin word, marijuana. Um, but it turns out that aside from it being just a um, alias name for an alias name for the cannabis plant, I believe we've discovered today that the actual, the word was given, it was used in another time, in another context, which is so strange to me. It's always strange to me when I sit and think about how, damning they took something that was not and made it. So it's weird,
Notification shade.
but fascinating.
Reefer meds. The racist origins of marijuana prohibition, racism, xenophobia, and one man's consuming hatred, jazz off the criminalization of cannabis, America's illegal, essential plant. Media June 2020. Google. Activate. The man behind the marijuana ban for all the wrong reasons. Long before Richard Nixon declared the war on drugs, there was a man named Harry Anslinger who started it all. CBS News, November 17, 2018.
Harry Anslinger.
Tap to activate.
Just get that name corrected in your head. Harry Anslinger was the man behind this prohibition of marijuana. So, it's crazy though. It's just still fascinates me to this day to sit there and think about how
man behind the marijuana
easy this shit is and how people really like stuck hard to it to say fuck
how marijuana
this.
became a gold from.
It didn't,
Show simplified view.
it didn't satisfy them to have
Google Assistant. To dismiss
partner
assistant.
with these
Voice search button. Tap to
partner with these
Tap
different
activate.
industries to be a competitor in the industry, but they rather said no, we're going to make sure that you don't get to see the light of day while we're still alive to enjoy the fabrics of our hard work, right? Which, if you call making fabric that dissolves in fucking salt water and paper that turns yellow and falls apart very easily versus the hemp industry and its quality, high quality, low cost substances, it's just not even funny. It's just fair. It's not fair at all. But
Voice
I'm going
search
to ask
button.
this
Tap to
question.
Tap to finish.
What does marijuana mean?
Enlist.
Here's the definition.
Showing items 1 to 4.
Cannabis, especially as smoked or consumed as a psychoactive, mind-altering drug.
Right. Now that was the name. That was the definition that they gave it in the books, right? So
Camera search. Camera search button. Camera search button. Tap to activate. Tap to dismiss assistant. Voice search button. Tap.
where did
Tap to
marijuana's word come from?
Showing items 1 to 5 of 5. Showing item.
According to Wikipedia, the term, originally spelled variously as marijuana, etc., originated in Mexican Spanish. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, the term may come from the Nahuatl Malawan, meaning prisoner.
Ain't that some shit? Huh. Now, has anybody realized that this definition that it just gave us for this same thing that we're talking about today had nothing to do with the fucking thing that we're talking about today? Absolutely fucking nothing. Which makes me now want to use another word. I don't know about y'all, but I really think that we should use another word to describe our plants. Because it don't make sense. But it's so wild though, y'all. This is crazy, yo. Did you hear what this woman just said? That the actual word for marijuana means.
Type mode button.
And then that the word, where the word came from, and what the Latin term means.
The term, originally spelled variously as marijuana, etc., originated in Mexican Spanish. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, the term may come from the Nahuatl Malawan, mean prisoner, marijuana, word Wikipedia, https://
How do you derive that from the plant, from the plant that we know and love? How do you get that? I'm confused as a motherfucker. Confused. Now I wasn't saying that Latin people didn't make the word, but I was more curious as to what the word meant. And the reason why I did that live on the show today was because I felt like this was something that we really need to hear. You know, even though Google's definitely been resourceful to any and everybody that wants to dig into advisory, anything that, you know, information they want to know, as far as, you know, what Google reach on the search engine can give you and provide for you. I just really don't. I really see the factors that this shit is crazy. So that's the main property that I noticed about this plant. About the policies behind why it was outlawed, the marijuana rights, the marijuana tax act, or whatever. And to be honest with you, I'm just keeping it real. How do you call something a tax act if you weren't being taxed? You weren't being taxed. You were being incarcerated. That's not a tax. That's a criminal disciplinary action. So that's what it sounded like to me. You were trying to utilize you were trying to make it, you were trying to mask the true natures of what this bill was going to do by giving it a fancy name like the Marijuana Tax Act. Sort of like that war on drugs statement that was made a long time ago, back when Reagan and Nixon and all these cocksuckers were talking about the war on drugs, because people were getting addicted to this and to that and to these drugs and dying at alarming rates to the fucking government's appeal. Because it wasn't until, you know, most white people died from these various substances that they decided to outlaw them. Marijuana was just along for the ride, even though it had no death rate, and still to this day does not. So at this point right now, I'm saying, man, like, we all that though. Like, I just was curious to know where the word came from. You know what I'm saying? Where this word came from, and what made them what made them use it. So we already found out what made. By finding out what made marijuana, what made the cannabis plant illegal in the U.S. After during the Geneva Convention and all of these things, like, you know, put it on the Federal Bureau of Narcotics list and all that stuff. So before they put it on that list, the reason it was put into such a, you know, a bad situation where it was abolished for so long was because they changed the name. They stopped calling it hemp. They stopped using the words cannabis to describe what they were talking about. And they used marijuana, knowing that no one would know what the hell it meant. It's not like everybody was taking a trip to Mexico to say, hey, what the hell does this word mean? And to the person that actually did that, that's fucking stupid. I ain't gonna say it's fucking stupid. It's probably better than doing Rosetta Stone, but I'm just saying, man. It's crazy, y'all. It's absolutely crazy, man. So today, man, we had a really, really fun time today, man. And I just really want to tell y'all, even though I had nobody tap in with me on the live, that I had a great time sitting here with you guys and telling y'all about the history of cannabis and walking y'all down the historic lanes of why cannabis went through such a bad rap for the last 80-something years. Like, it was like 75 years before, we even seen marijuana make its comeback as a medicinal product. People that have epilepsy, chronic seizures, and people that just are going through chronic pain that they can't manage, they can't seem to manage, and medications like opioid drugs that they use daily in your pharmaceutical companies that doctors issue to you all the time. Oh, here, take this script for oxys. You're all right. You'll be okay. Give it about a week. When they don't tell you, now they have to now, but they didn't tell you at one point the highly addictive rating, the highly high addiction rate that you would be subject to for taking these medications. Like, you realize, like, the cannabis plant didn't have any of those properties. It doesn't have a high addiction rate. It doesn't have an addiction rate really at all, because the people that are enjoying it are people that have probably been smoking it their whole life, majority of their whole life, or it's been around the majority of their whole life, so they know about it at least. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, it just fascinates the hell out of me. We sit back and we say silly things like, "Oh, my friend smoked weed and now he's fucked up," and this, that, and third. You know why he's fucked up? Because of the jobs that he or she is trying to get, that they can no longer attain, because the fucking industry that we live in, the country that we live in, is so still disrespected. It feels so disrespected by the cannabis plant and its entry into the country, that they don't want to give you that shit without making it hard for you to get a damn decent job. They don't want to make you. They don't want you to enjoy that. They don't want you to enjoy that shit. They want you to be like, oh, if you're gonna enjoy this, you better be on like your deathbed. You better be damn near dying. That's how they feel about this shit. So it's up to people like us cannabis smokers in America and all over the world to stand up on behalf of the cannabis plant, because, man, listen, if we want to continue to keep getting this healing property that this plant gives, and not have to stress over the fact of where we use it at and how immensely scarce it can be, how immensely immediately it can be used to, put you under criminal stasis. It's just it's crazy fascinating though. And I mean, I probably used that word a dozen times in these 2-hour videos. So, you know what I mean? I just say, like, I just want y'all to know, man, like, y'all really should really take hold of these 2 episodes today from this live stream here that I put up for you guys, because really this episode today was really digging into some historical shit when it comes to the cannabis plant and what it does, man. So if I didn't tune into the first hour, hopefully for all of y'all that's tapping in right now, at the last little bit of this hour, I hope y'all take time to review this live stream again. Come back and review this live stream when it goes up, and I post it up on the timeline. Yo, let me know in comments how you feel about this, about these episodes, and what they have given you as far as enlightenment on the world as we see it now, the cannabis world as we see it now, and as we seen it before. You know what I mean? Because we took you in the first episode, in the first hour, we took you through the history going back to, the beginning, the very beginning when history first, documented cannabis use, and the first documented historical record that said that set aside when cannabis use was first mined and discovered. As we was looking into it, we found that it dates back to 5th and 2nd century BC. That is fascinating. How something so old that's been with us so long. And I hate to sound like a dickhead when I say this, but just keep it real, folks. How is that something that's been with us since the beginning of time, since during the beginning of time? This was probably one of the first, one of the few things on in the garden that we were familiar with. How could you take something that had such a natural healing property and a restoring property like it does, and smear it all around in such a negative manner the way you did, and then expect people to lighten up to the pressures, lighten up to pressure behind why people should not be so alarmed at cannabis use? Yes, we know that we shouldn't be trying to smoke. We shouldn't be smoking weed around kids because they don't need to understand that yet. But if you think about the fact that we have small children in our world today that are suffering from some of the major sicknesses and illnesses that cannabis can heal, treat, and often pose as a cure for these symptoms. You see what I'm saying? It's just crazy as shit that we have taken this long to get to this point, which is sad because at one point we didn't have to go through all of this to get to the point. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to. As we just read, and we just heard in the first hour, in the earlier hours of this actual live, cannabis they had properties. It actually had multiple good properties. So you tell me what you think about it. And I want to hear your comments, and I want to hear you drop some comments on this video and on the first video from first hour at 7 p.m. And just a heads up for y'all for the last little bit of time we got left. Don't forget to tap in tomorrow, man. Tomorrow's New Wave Music Wednesday. We about to get it in, man. I want to hear everybody's SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify links. Bring it in, man, because we're gonna start setting it up for the Wednesday nights. New Wave Music Wednesdays. So we're gonna be playing some hot new joints. You know what I mean? We're gonna run back those tracks from earlier today, tomorrow. So if any of y'all want to tune in and you want to be a part of the show and you want to drop some beats, you want to drop some tracks, you want to drop some new music that you're working on, hit me up in the DMs, drop me an email, mrjguns@gmail.com, and leave your track there. Leave me your track so we can get that lined up for the next episode of the Peasy Show. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with us tonight, man, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your 420. Enjoy, smoke hard, play hard, enjoy.
Gmail notification, HB Max, YouTube notification, news break notification, Molotov cocktails, spam, cancel, sleep with home of San Jose Gunman. Instagram, Twitter.J, Guns Channel, .88, start live video. J. Just militia underscore Elton is going live now with Ellis North underscore official. Levi Robertson 1234 and Sophie. Herbert Stockso. 714.
First is a real doozy, which is who exactly even stopped this crime? If the story around here is to be believed, it wasn't the police, but a mysterious female savior that multiple witnesses saw. If this sounds familiar, it should. We've now had more than a half dozen similar sightings across the greater DC area in the last year. Which begs the biggest question today. Who is right? And where is she going?
715.
Excuse me. Are you waiting for someone?
Instagram. Mr. Dante. Just by the added story.
I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Hey, we can share if you like.
No, thanks. I'll wait.
Seven 17.
What's good?
I know, walk much.
Tapping in, tapping in. If you tapping in, pick a request. Join live. It's a shot.
Hi.
It's open mic.
They're the Prince.
Freedom.
Just listening. I'm waiting to see what's up with
I
y'all.
have astrology, astrology, mythology. I'm part-time cryptozoologist. Wow. Kept busy in college. Sorry, it's his heels. You know, I'm stupid. I don't understand my heels. Scientists don't wear heels.
Sometimes you do.
Right, have a nice day. Those are cool. I like those. Animal print. Are you at for lunch? I'm not now, obviously. This morning, but later today or tomorrow.
I have a lot of work to do. But maybe some other time?
Oh, yeah. Diana, do you happen to know who a bar Barbara, Minerva is... Hi, Caroline. It's me. I'm Barbara. Remember you hired me? Started last week. Oh! Genomics. Yes. We had a couple of partners.
Well, the FBI are going to drop off some artifacts later this afternoon.
FBI?
Yeah. They're coming here? The mall heist yesterday. Apparently they were using a jewelry store as a front.
Front for what?
Black market, stolen jewels and art, and for private buyers, but we could use your help identifying one in particular.
My help? Yeah, I'll help the FBI with whatever they need.
So yes?
Yes, I would,
Wonderful. So nice to meet you.
Have a nice day. Bye, Diana. Okay, item number 23. Shoot, that's right.
Oh, the Empress of Siam. Originally found in the wreck of the Orestias in the Attention.
Wow,
Sorry, I couldn't resist having to say.
it's okay. Here it is.
What is it?
I think the technical term here is extremely lame. It's citrine, plastic stone used in crates.
What's good? We just tapping in. It's the Peasy's open mic. If you want to show your talent tonight, tap in. Request to be a part of the live right now. Check these comments, see what's up. I'm just sitting here digging into this flicker to flick. What's good, Nutsy?
You read Latin?
Yeah. Yeah, languages are hobby.
Oh shit, what up, Charles? Charles.
Yeah, yes.
I really wish I had coffee.
Tell baby girl she wanna join the talent show right now. She can show her talent tonight, open mic. If she wants to tap in. It's up to you.
Can you imagine? So many things I don't think I want to wish for.
I do. Well, anyway, sorry to bother you. If you need anything, I'm around.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But thank you for...
That's okay. It's my job. And I'll look into it more when I have a chance.
Okay. Well, thanks for... talking. Sorry, I mean...
You know, we could go and grab early dinner and talk about exactly how lame that stone is.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, citrine? Who are they kidding?
So lame.
Dorky. Lame. Yeah, let's go.
The lamest.
Wow, you're so funny. Wow. I mean, no one's made me laugh like this in such a long time.
What's good?
It's true, I don't get out.
Peasy's
much
open
social
mic
life.
is here.
Get out?
Tap in. What's good? Tell your friends. Share this live.
Because you just seem like the kind of
What's
person
going
who's,
on?
like, always out. Like,
I'm here, yo. I'm just waiting to see who's gonna tap in with me.
You're just out. You never get in. You just seem like you're very popular. And
What's
I've
good,
never seen
CJ?
anyone-
You have it? You're so personable, so free. I mean, honestly, I gotta say that I envy you.
Like I said, if you want in, tell request to join.
Oh my gosh. People think I'm weird. They will talk behind my back and they don't think you can hear them. I'm like, hi, I didn't hear you.
want in, you can just request to get in. Yo, oh yeah, let me just get y'all here to start, man. It's 6 days, man. We just started the new cycle for the new week of Beat of the Week today. So it's a full 6 days left and some change. So tap in with beatoftheweek.com. Either you can go to the website or you can tap in at the app in your app store. Check that shit out, yo. I dropped a new verse. I'm one of the artists in the competition that's in the All-Star League. So if you want to fuck with that, tap in there. Also, somebody that I would love for you guys to get acquainted with, a good sponsor of mine, my dear friend Sapphire Steamy. Go tap in with her on IG at Sapphire Steamy, or you can go check her website out at sapphiresteamy.com, which I would love for y'all to just go ahead and do that anyway. You can check in with her over there at sapphiresteamy.com, and once you get there, man, check in with that link, Steamy's Kitchen. She's got some really fresh new menus going on over there. She also does a lot of organic scented soaps and lotions, things of that nature. You know, really organic flavors and stuff like that. So she's doing some cannabis-based jams and stuff like that too, edibles and things like that. So if y'all ever want to tap in with Sapphire Steamy, make sure y'all check out sapphiresteamy.com for the Steamy's Kitchen selection of variety items that she hosts there. Yes, please do that. And like I said, if anybody wants to tap in, I'm about to check through the comments right now, see who's in here, see who wants to get in here, and what's good. It's all good, bro. All good. Denny Mose, what's good?
Forgot my keys. Lucky.
What are we doing? What we got going on right now? Yo, somebody share this live out to some people, man. Get some people in here. Let's get some people to show up and show out here, man. We got a few minutes to showcase this time. We're gonna see what time it is right now. Hold up. What time is it?
It's 7:26 p.m.
All right. That means it is a few minutes. We still got more than a half an hour left. A little more than a half hour left for anybody that want to tap in for this PZ's open mic segment. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if I want to join in today, please do share this live though, because that's really important. That's how we get people to come through and tap in with us and show up and commit to being a part of the show. We have a lot more things going on. If there were more people to engage and take part of the show, it would be a lot better, a lot bigger, and a lot more, more impressive to a lot of people. So I would love for y'all to just show up, and even if you come in, just be in comments, be a person that's willing to take the time to share this live out to some of your friends, let them invite and invest in the show. If they feel like they want to tap in with us too, they can be a part of the show as well. I have no problem with that. Tomorrow, don't forget, tomorrow, anybody that's tapping in tomorrow, the Saturday Night Cypher will be up. We will go live 7 p.m. sharp, but I will put up the post. I'm going to put up a post tomorrow morning inviting people in. If you want to get in on the Saturday Night Cypher tomorrow night, you have to tag your name on that post that I put up in the morning. Tag your IG name and say, I want in on that post for Saturday morning, Saturday Night Cypher. So if you want in on the Cypher, that's how you get in. You just tap in, and we'll see you there. Because I'll be there 7 p.m. sharp, but I will not be staying. So please know that. Candy Lady, what's up, Queen? How we looking? What's up, Nasia? I see you, homies. I see all y'all tapping in. What's going on? Anybody got some talent tonight? If y'all want to tap and show your talent tonight, please showcase. Please tap in. Show some love. That's what we do here. We try to show love to people every weekend. Preach, man. Let's get get this thing joint. We get this thing jamming because, like, as I said, today is just a lean back day. It's Memorial Day weekend, man. It's a fucking lot of y'all done got the damn weekend kicked off real early. Hell, I'm even starting to kick off, man. I'm just kicking it right now. I'm about to recline. You see, I got my chair. I'm in my recliner. You know what I'm saying? So we doing a kickback status today, man. So. I'm just chilling with y'all, man. We just, seeing what y'all got going on, and I'm listening in on a movie. I can't say I'm watching it because that would put up a lot of people's fucking radars and people be thinking that I'm really saying that I'm not blunt. It would be the bullshit of the week. So now but like I said, man, we here right now. We just, listening in on a flick, something that I've already watched this movie once already, but I really like it, so it's a dope movie to watch. For those of y'all that know that I still do Fat Man Scoops, Sensible Ignorance Show. Also, I still do his blind movie reviews. I've been letting him recuperate, deal with what he got to deal with personally, to get himself back together until he can come hang with me, you know what I mean? Then it'll be great, and we'll be on the move. So, I mean, plus he's starting to get back into business, he's starting to go back out on the shows and stuff. So, since progress is moving that way for him, I'm just going to lean back and see what he got for me. Because at the end of the day, working, we still communicating back and forth, so it's no big deal. But yeah, man, tap in with me. Anybody that want to join right now, you're more than welcome. More than welcome to be a part of the show today. Like I said, I'm not doing anything other than what I'm doing right now. Sitting here chilling.
Hey, good morning. Oh, hi.
What's good? What's good? Just need to know. I just want to make sure that I can that y'all can still see me too. So just in case, if anybody come in and say they can't see me or they can't hear me because it sounds a little faint, just let me know right now, and I'll adjust my position. Because right now I'm just in recline mode. You know what I'm saying? I might, get a little lower in a minute if shit get a little too on that side. But now I'm just playing. I ain't gonna do that. So what's good? You know what time it is? It's the open mic, Peasy's open mic to be exact. Yo, tap in with me if you want points in there on this little open mic segment of the day. Also, we are doing on this show, we have some new announcements we want to let y'all know about. The Peasy Show has got a new home, y'all. We're about to start putting up highlighted posts of this show on YouTube now. So be on the lookout for that. Actually, you can go check out the YouTube channel if you go tap into Peasy TV, The Peasy Show. On YouTube, you will find out, you know what I'm saying, you'll go find that. Actually, you can do that, or you can go to the profile link in my bio and click the link at the top of that list of links there. That's the Linktree link there in my profile, and get acquainted with the Peasy TV show, with Peasy Show profile link. It's the Peasy Show on YouTube link that's right there in the YouTube, or in the Linktree tab. So most definitely, yo. Plus, we are still rolling. Another new week has come up. It's week 56 on Meeting of the Week. We putting it in. Shout out to the Candy Lady that's up in there doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? As always, every week. Her King, VIP, my homies. The homies on patrol. King Creole, 9/11. And numerous other artists that I host here on the show as well. I hope that you guys enjoy these live streams because, man, I'm gonna tell you, I enjoy making them, and for the most part, I appreciate everybody that's been, a catalyst, influencer, speaking out on these different topics that I bring up on the show as well, because those are the high points of my show where we really just get a chance to evaluate real shit and talk about things that most people are, pretty shied away from. So I appreciate that, and I'm also very happy to have been in the acquaintance of all of these guys and girls that have been acquainted with my show, been on my show as guests, or just stopped in to enjoy the commentary of the show all together. So, like I said, I appreciate all of you guys for being a part of this. Like, because if it wasn't for y'all being the people y'all are and me being who I am, it really wouldn't be much of a show. But I mean, for what it's worth, I appreciate every last one of y'all. Y'all make this whole thing worth doing. Facts. So, Mooch, what up? Yeah, so I said, like, if it is anybody that wants to join in, if anybody that wants to be a part of the show today, y'all can tap in. Y'all can definitely request to join the live right now. We still got some time if y'all are interested. We probably just hit the 30-minute mark. So that's it. Like, we got time to chill, we got time to relax, do whatever's on your mental right now. If you want to talk about something, that's up to y'all. But so I'm appreciative very much so of everybody that is supporting me on Beat of the Week, and you don't have no idea. Share this live out real quick. Let's get some more people. Let's keep sharing the live up. Keep trying to get people to come through and support the show. If anybody wants to tap in right now, if you want to tap in, you know how to get in. Request to join as soon as you get in here. I'm ready to go. I got something for you. I got the show platform up for you. We can drop this. We can drop everything right now and throw some beats on if you need a beat. Whatever's on your mental right now, whatever you want to throw at us. If you got some talent, we want to see it. We want to hear it. You know, I know I can't see, but hell, we can always make these things happen. So, you know, people will very much enjoy your stuff because we will get it wherever we can get it to be seen. So, like I said, if y'all want some talent, y'all want to show your talent tonight, this is the perfect time to do so. PZ's open mic is here for you. This is the only day where you can come through here on an open segment and just come up and show what you got. You know what I'm saying? Or you can just come up here and just say whatever the fuck you feel. So tap in here and, you know, yesterday state your beef, open floor discussion, open floor chat. You know, they didn't have anybody here, but hell, we had an open floor for y'all to conversate on. So if y'all ever want to come in and just get some shit off your chest, come through, tap in. You know, we can talk about that as well. So let's say if anybody wants to tap in right now, request to join live. I'm gonna tap right now through the comments. What's good to everybody that's tapped in right now? I appreciate all y'all that's tapping in. Robin Denner. Okay. I see my bro CJ done got some of his folks coming through up in here. They done strolled up in here. So like I said, if y'all want to tap in, get some beat, get something rolling, y'all want to do an open mic, what's good, tap in, let me know something, let me know what's going on. We will make this happen. We still got a little bit of time left. We could do that. But if you really want to be a part of this open mic segment every Friday night at 7 p.m. right here on the show, we do this. Make sure you tap in any other day, Monday through Saturday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern, where you can be a part of the show right here on the PZ Show. You know, I do want to say this, man, because I appreciate everybody that's been, you know, like I said, supporting me, because, man, it's been a journey, man, and this last week, you know, for real, I just been, like, racking my brain over trying to come up with stuff to keep creating a new imagery of my music and my style and my versatility and all of these different things. And to me, it starts to become, you know, a little bit more difficult when you've said a lot of things already and you wild crowd in different ways, and now you're just still trying to, you know, reinvent that side, that same side of you, you know, so that you let people know that you're still a relevant person. But it's you know, it's a challenge that I'm often always for. It's just hard to, you know, focus when, you know, you start reaching a certain level and people start noticing you more and people start wanting to reach out to you more, and, you know, and times when you thought you would have had that privacy, that chance to, you know, clear your head and say some things or get some shit together, you have to focus on other things because you're being taken, stretched a little thinner than usual. So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm a trooper. I've always been a trooper. We're pushing on a year almost with this show, so I'm very much, working towards trying to keep this thing rolling because I like what I'm doing. I'm appreciative and happy of all of the new communities and of people that I've met, the new, connections of people that I've interacted with. You know what I'm saying? All of you guys really have kept me, like, positively charged to keep pushing this shit out and keep doing what I'm doing because, like, it don't get easier when you feel like nobody's listening, and a lot of times when you're dealing with what I deal with mentally as far as my mental health is concerned, it can be a bit of a downer when you start to see, not so many people, in and not so many people willingness to respond and different things like that. So it gets very, offsetting sometimes. So come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What is that?
Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. This signal is weird when it's weather. When the weather is the factor, so it's a lot of that to do with the weather. Appreciate that, bro. Like I said, man, like this is what I love doing here, man. This is really the one thing that if I ever had, anything that I couldn't do, this would be the one thing I would hope that it would be the one thing that would never be taken away from me as far as being able to do something. I like reaching out and speaking to people, you know what I'm saying? I like being able to communicate and hear different opinions, different views and values of other people because it enriches the values that I have in myself and and for my associates and friends even, it's just really, really important to keep those kinds of people around. Just, you never know who you meet and you never know who you're going to run into. I didn't expect to meet, some of the people that I've met on this live stream journey that I've been doing. But hell, out of doing this, I've enriched my life by dealing with a lot more, relevant people that have actually added more to my life in just this last year than, I've had friends that have, been around me for years that have, reduced more from my life. So it is what it is. Like, I really appreciate the developments that I've been making with this show, and I want to keep them going. So in honor of that, I want to just let y'all know I'm going to find out the exact day when I first started doing these live streams. If anybody can tell me what day shows up, what date shows up at the beginning of this IG this IG series, the very first show, if you can show me if you can pull up the very first show for this episode and tell me what the title of it was, I'm gonna have something special for you. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I'm gonna have something special for you. And I'm only making this announcement in the live because this is the special offer. So anybody that wants in can get in, but you have to be a part of the show in order to know. So, like I said, anybody that can find that answer will have a special something waiting for them. So you have to send me the link. You have to send me the IGTV link of the very first episode to my DM. You have to drop it in my DM and tell me the date. All right? That's what I'm looking for. All right? And to the person that finds that first, we're gonna get you something. I'm gonna get you something special. All right. I remember we dealing with we po folks, so we still gonna do something nice. We still gonna work something nice out. So yeah, like I want people to really get engaged with the show more, and I'm gonna try to hopefully bring that to life soon as we keep growing and building and we keep sharing sharing this live out to more and more people every time it goes live. So we build up that rapport with everybody that taps in, because you never know who's going to stay, who's going to just tap in to listen and see what the hell's being talked about. So at the end of the day, I'm confident that eventually people are going to stop and stay and listen and be more active with the show, just like the others that have. It's just taking time. It just takes its time, and everything works on its own time. And if you don't have a team of associate people that are willing to help you build that fan base, more regularly, then of course it's going to take some time. It's going to be more of a ground and pound grind, and every day you're going to have to, it's going to feel like nothing's happening. But at the end of the day, if you really keep up what you're doing, find ways to keep people engaged and get people more engaged and stuff, and you can make stuff happen out of nothing. So I'm really confident in that thought process of it. Also, I'm not too upset about what happens in the occasion. I just want to say that I appreciate you guys for being part of this show, though, for real, man. Because, like I said, it wouldn't be much of a show here if I didn't have you guys to, talk to, be a part of. And with that, we are at 15 minutes left in the show. We're cutting down. We're getting down to the bottom. So if there's anybody else at this time with the last 15, and we got 15 minutes, there's anybody in here that would love to be a part of this show or that want to be a part of this show, please feel free. Yeah. It's all good. It is all good, my friend. It is all good. But like I said, man, usually I'm gonna find a time where it's gonna be more of a I'm gonna be able to catch more people. Hopefully, I'm thinking about making it at a later time, making the show set up at a later time, which might be even more of a thing. But it's just gonna take, like I said, it's gonna take some time to get that whole thing going. I'm working towards figuring that out. What's gonna be the next move? I've talked to a few influencers on how to grow my social media sites and get more organic followers to tap into the show, be a part of the show, which makes it a little easier, and again, we have a better way of, having a few people that are willing to listen or give their opinion and whatever's on their mind, we can talk it up. Yeah, so like I said, man, if there's anybody that wants to be a part of the show and you feel like you want to be a part of this show, who's gonna be the participant to actually tap in with this particular contest that I'm setting up, and to see who's really confident in their work, or who's gonna be confident in accepting a prize from me, or even focused on anything in that manner. So like I said, we got something going for you, and that's gonna be the day, and we'll be tallying information. We'll be catching up information as soon as this live goes down. Hopefully I'll be tapped in to see if anybody has answered or will have answered. Has answered or will have answered the contest and see what's up. But don't be don't wait too long because it's not gonna be there too long. So like I said, after this live goes down, you know I do.
Although, probably go.
I got something for you. I got something for you. I'm gonna play something for you rather that. I'll play something for you. How about that? Let's pause that real quick. While I got that. Because I can do that. I can do that at least.
7:50 p.m.
10 minutes. Might as well, right? It's a rainy day. Rainy day in New York, upstate today.
One UI home. Music volume set to 65%.
Let's see what we're working on right now.
Volume controls hidden. Voice search button. Search. Instagram 21.
Let me see what
Instagram.
I'm doing here.
Message button.
I got
Activity
something.
button.
I got something.
Back button. Today in
I
list.
know I got something.
Lil _ Junior 2024 and DiCarpio. 716 Bond started following you 7 hours ago.
Boom, boom, boom.
Jordan _ who 6. Message. SP0 Isle Brat. Message. Profile picture button. Use ID like Yuli. Profile. McKenna started follow. Profile pic. Jelly Duck Nut unlabeled. Jelly Duck Nut 13 and Carpio 3 like IGT video. Instagram.
This is my verse for the competition beat of the week. Check out. Hey, show your love and support if you fuck with it. Go for your beat of the week. That's for anybody that's fucking it right now. Oh yeah, we still put shit together, man. That's just, you know, like I said, I'm really just like working on things right now. I'm trying to get this track. You want to get in? You got a few minutes. I will hesitate not. I get you.
Swipe down then right to you.
Try again. Tell me now. What's good? Last parking with you. We got the open mic every Friday, so if y'all want to tap in for real, join us next Friday for the open mic, man. You can do this. You join in. I will be in this conference because this is open mic for you guys. I perform as much as possible to try to get my repertoire as an artist back to where it should be. Constantly working on my music, so like a lot of times I want to just without, I love to hear the creativeness of other people. So for what it's worth, tap in with me, man. Stay on the radar, man, because we doing shit. We got shit going, and we always making shit happen in this level. So I want to tap in and stay tapped in with us. You want to fuck with us on the music, man? If you got some beats and shit, you got some tracks and shit. You want a verse, you want a feature, I don't charge for features, so tap in with me on that, connect with me if you want BandLab, that's all I ask, tap in with me there. That's what I'm talking about right now. I'm trying to get shit like that moving. So with the last few minutes left, I just want to let everybody know I thank you for tapping in with the show. I also want y'all to be aware that tomorrow is Saturday. We have the Saturday night cipher. But if you are not signed up on that sheet by 7 p.m. when the show goes up, I'm only going to be up there for 30 minutes. So y'all better invest the hell out. Y'all better show up at 7:15 or 7:05 if y'all want to get me stay the whole hour. Because other than that, I'm out at 7:30. And especially if nobody taps in and participates in the cipher, it's just going to be a waste of my time. So, and it's not even saying it in a rude way. So I want y'all to know, like, I want to do this too, but I don't want to do this and be sitting here the only one doing it. So tap in with me, let me know Beat of the week submission. Please drop that. If you need the link to go, it's in my profile, or you can tap me a DM and I got you. I'll send you the link to the video that please I need you to vote on. I appreciate you guys for being a part of the show today. Tap in with us tomorrow. Saturday night, first live tomorrow, Saturday night, 7 p.m. And then join us every Monday Saturday for the Busy Show. We got it live for you, 7 p.m. Eastern. This is us, and we got you. Peace and love to you and you. Hope y'all enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. I hope to talk to y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow, man, let's wrap it up, man. Let's do some shit. Get some of these motherfucking fire ass verses out here for dope ass MCs on the unknown circuit. That's what I do. I like y'all. So tap
faces, ayy, it's peasy. I yeah, 256. Get up, get down, talk crazy, get smacked in my town. Cause I recall I'm from the street, shit, damn clown, and I ain't like Brandy, I ain't trying to be down. I'm blind black, spitting fire out my mouth. Better be playing retarded, and you still can't put me out. You cats need to calm down. My freestyle bigger than most of you cats written out like 6 feet with sick lit. I'm sick bitch. You talk shit about lock rhymes like rap hits. Bulldog on your bitch too good a sick dick. I'm heading over next week to give her syphilis. The chick sick, she love playing with joysticks. Swallowing up for my boys, that's how she floors kids. I am the shit, so please show me some love quick. Throw me your vote on this video if you fucking with it. This is for beat of the week, yeah. This is for beat of the week, yeah. One time I beat of the week, yeah. One time for beat of the week, yeah.
It's done.
Music volume set to 100%. Music volume set to 65%.
I think that's good.
– 7:03 p.m. Device unlocked. One UI home. Search. Press select and hold. BandLab. Enlist. BandLab. BandLab. Not flaming goat. Enlist. Week number 252. Mr. J Guns J. Hall. Tap to activate. My projects. Unlabeled. Button. BandLab. Library. Notification. Button. Notifications. Selected. Selected. 2. Tab. 1 of. Unlabeled. Button. Inlet. Ashley Nicole. Creative revision. Unlabeled. Unlabeled. Button. Hemspeeds. Join your project. Save you. Labeled. Button.
What up? What up? What up?
Hey,
Yeah, what time it is? The open floor chat.
Out of list.
So tap in.
Tap to activate.
Tap in.
Message.
Floor is yours.
Welcome dash rules. Agent and everyone was people.
What's happening? What's happening? The floor is yours. So tap in.
Play. Tap to activate. Say what you want, Mr. Play. Location shade. Smart things. Collapse. Say what you want. Band lab. Mr. J Guns. Collapse. Sound 42 button. Collapse. Previous button.
Yeah. Talk to me. Talk to me. Hey, hey. Say what you want. Talk to me. Talk to me. Come on. You can say what you want. Talk to me. Talk to me. Hey, hey. Say what you want. Talk to me. Talk to me. Hey, hey. Say what you want. I just gotta kill your ass in this kid. Record this shit like wood. Cut it out like wood. Oh, okay. That's perfect then. That's perfect then. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
Collapse. Say what you want. Band lab. Mr. J Guns JPZ. Tap to activate. Tap and hold to long
Yes,
press.
y'all.
Actions
It's
available.
going
Scroll
down,
down then right to
y'all.
view.
I don't know, man. Talk to me, man. What's going on? It's Thursday. Anybody that want to tap in, they can tap in. I'm about to tap that in the comment. Try to pin that in the comment. You dirty bastard.
Powered by T-Mobile. Collapse. Discord. By the screen beats hash welcome dash rules. 7:04 p.m. Intel agent and everyone what's good people. Collapse. You don't have access to this link. Discord. Toggle drawer. Mr. J. Guns. April 23rd, 2021. 1:53 a.m. Bet. 1972. Enlist. New messages. 1872. A wild cat beard. April 23rd, 22. Catter. April 23rd, 21. 2:38 a.m. Bless. New a wild cat beard. Messages. 18 of 7. New message. Action. Button. B. Catter. April 2020. April 24th, 20. Nate. Reaction. Welcome. April 28th. Genesis 1 joined the party. April 28th. May 4th. Media select button. Tap. Intel agent today at 10:04 p.m. at everyone what's good people. 2 of 72. Enlist 72. Slow mode is enabled. Out of list. Direct messages. 1 of 5. Enlist 5. BandLab. Play. Out of list. Press select
What
activate.
we doing, peoples? What are we doing, people?
Other button. Stop. Say what you want, Mr. J Guns JPZ 006251. 0072. Stop.
Yeah, that's fine. Shit, nigga, this shit finna be stupid. Hey, but say what you want. Hey. Shit. But say what you want. Hey. Say what you want. Say what you want. Lord of mercy, people keep trying to mess with me. They don't know what I'm trying to do today. I don't understand. It's so crazy. These folks just don't know. Tapping.
Collaborate.
Only got a few minutes to chill. So holla at me. So what's the deal? Say what you want. So say what you want. Say what you want.
Say what you want, sir. Just JP 2D1.
About to go down, yeah.
BandLab. Unlabeled button. Enlist. MV. Join your project. Say what you want. 20. Unlabeled button. Place. Tap. 2 of you. Enlist. 2 items. Invites. Selected. December 29th, 2020. Enlist. Unlabeled. Decline button. Tap to activate.
What new project though? Like that's the project. Chris Kelly. I don't remember Chris.
Grizzly. Unlabeled button.
Trying to thank you.
Band Lab. Unlabeled button. Chris Kelly. Kelly 404. Talents. List. Songwriter. Other favorite genre. Hip. 106 followers. 260 following. Unbanned. 2 collections. Albums. Unlabeled. In list.
Okay, so see, I see he's got shit on.
Pin post. May 4th, 2021.
He's
Chris Kelly
actually
show.
got
This
shit
show has ended. Let's move on to another live stream. Out of list. Unlabeled.
He's actually got
Chris
shit
Kelly.
on here.
Labeled button. Rap review.
Oh,
Tap to activate. Tap and hold to long press.
okay.
Unlabeled button. 2. Tap to activate. Tap and hold long press. 3.
Okay. Got you, buddy.
Unlabeled.
I got you, buddy.
Unlabeled.
I see what you want.
Tap activate.
You do the rap.
Pin post. May 4th, 2021. Chris Kelly show. This show has ended. Let's move on to another live stream.
I'm just not familiar with that.
Tap to activate. Labels available. You swipe down then review. Pin post. May 4th, 2021. Chris. Unlabeled. Chris Kelly. Unlabeled button. Rap review. Unlabeled button. 3. Unlabeled. Unlabeled. Recent. Unlabeled. Chris Kelly. Unlabeled button. Song review in list. Tap to activate. Tap and hold to long press. Unlabeled button. Lab. Unlabeled out of list. Unlabeled button. Tap. This show has ended. Band Lab. Unlabeled button.
He was doing something else on here.
Chris Kelly. Invited you to join the project. Project. Decline button. Accept button.
I guess that's what that is.
Invitation accepted. Band Lab. New project. Play. Tap to active. New project. Request plus figures. 3 o'clock. Play.
Red light, green light, nigga like me, I'm coming. Red light, blue light, nigga like me, like whoa. Red light, green light, nigga like me, I'm coming. Red light, blue light, nigga like me, whoa. Red light, green light, nigga like me, I'm coming. Red light, blue light, nigga like me, whoa. Red light, green light, nigga like me, I'm coming. Red light, green light, nigga like me, whoa. Nigga like me, I'm going. See that nigga too slow. Talking shit, don't know. Nigga on eBay rolls. Come through a check for real. Nigga, I'ma keep it real. Nigga don't know what the deal. Getting money for real. Come through a check, run up a bed. Nigga, I beat like a band. Nigga don't know. Nigga don't know. Nigga, I'm the man. Head up my game, yeah. Head up my age. Hey, ain't no play, no game. Hey, don't play no game. Back on the block, we pay now. Nigga, tough shit can't hold me down. Nigga, you ain't holding me down, you slow me down. Get the fuck around. Stay on the black with the cake. Went away, this is what's straight. Hey, nigga don't play no game. Nigga like me, nigga stay in the A. Hey. Red light, green light. Nigga like me, I'm coming. Red light, blue light. Nigga like me, like whoa. Red light, green light. Nigga like me, I'm coming. Red light, blue light. Nigga like me, whoa. Red light, green light. Nigga like me, I'm coming. Red light, blue light, nigga like me, whoa. Red light, green light, nigga like me, I'm go. Red light, green light, nigga like me, whoa. I be like, fuck it, see it out, we gon' dump it. Bro bands that bitch, you wanna bust it. Big bag, no cat. Niggas talk, but they rats. Put some respect on my name. I put the power in pain. I can do bitches just scream my name. Red light, green light, bad bitch, green light, candy, my white, gang shit. Flex on niggas cause my pain different. She can get dangerous. Bring my brother out the cages, he really anxious. Send a nigga on vacation. Bad little bitch, she look like Barbie. Need a little snitching, he hit the cops. Put a perk in that bitch with Cosby. Picture in front, I'ma catch me a hobby. Ain't no talking, I'ma catch me a body. I'ma catch me a body.
Hip hop button. Stop. New project. Read times plus 6 others. 2:49, 3 o'clock. 2:50, 3 o'clock. 2:51, 3 o'clock. 2:52, 3 o'clock. 2:53, 3 o'clock. 2:54, 3 o'clock. 2:55, 3 o'clock. 2:56, 3 o'clock. 2:57, 3 o'clock. 2:58, 3 o'clock. 2:59, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Bam. Notifications. No notifications yet. In list.
I wasn't with it then.
Notifications. No selected. Invites.
I wouldn't have
You,
been on.
tab.
I wouldn't have been with
You,
that anyway.
selected.
I appreciate the offer, but I wasn't with it. I didn't want to
Ashley.
be a part of
Hemsbeats.
that.
Join your project. Save. Unlabeled.
Plus,
Button.
I was focused on my music,
Invites. Tab. 2 of 2. In list. 2 items.
so I wouldn't have been of much
Library.
use to them. Now,
Create. Button. Out of list.
what's happening?
Tap to activate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.